Um, it's been a while since I got my tongue pierced. I got my tongue pierced April 2nd, and it's like May 24th. I said I was gonna make day-to-day videos, but I'm a busy person, YouTube. But anyway, I want to answer or say some stuff or do my um, tongue piercing info thing. I'm sorry I'm looking down, but my screen's right here and the camera thing's right there. I'll try. But when I was talking to you guys on the second and the third day, I was actually drugged up on Briar, that aspirin stuff. I had took like 4 at one time. I didn't feel ish. I was out of my mind crazy. But the pain on a scale of 1 to 10, half of 1.5. It didn't hurt at all. It was painless. The pain, it doesn't hurt, but what you notice the most about getting your tongue pierced, because when they stick the needle in, you won't know that the needle's in there. It's just that fast, and it's like not pain, it's pressure. Like if you pinch your tongue, like if you pinch your tongue, that's what it's gonna feel like. You're not gonna feel the needle. The thing that you do feel, even though it's not painful, what you do feel is when they stick the jewelry in. They stick it in, you know. That's what you feel. Um, as far as eating dairy and drinking milk and stuff, you can. I asked my piercer and I went to House of Ink. Um, you can eat dairy. You just have to make sure you mouthwash after everything that you eat. This is so cool. I'm sorry, I have a piece of hair in my hand I'm playing with. I'm stupid right now. You have to mouthwash after everything that you eat. Some people change their bar whenever they feel like it. I did it. My piercer told me 6 to 8 weeks, and I had been researching this for months before I got done. And when she told me 6 to 8 weeks, I was like, "Bump that! I'm not waiting that long to have this big ass bar. It's like that long in my mouth." So I waited 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks, like a week and 6 days, a week and 5 days. My theory is you can change it whenever it stops hurting and the swelling goes down. I mean, my swelling went down after the first week, but I kept it in, long bar in, safety precaution, just to make sure it didn't get infected once I decided to change it or whatever. Um, I mouthwashed and everything like that. I used to brush and mouthwash after every meal, and I did that for about 4 weeks. I did that for about a month, even though I brush after every meal still. I mean, like, constant mouthwash after everything you eat. I did that for like a month. Um, I don't know. The little balls. They're okay. This one, that's a, it's a 5 millimeter ball, and I thought this feels normal. I thought it felt as normal as it was gonna get until I got some 4 millimeter ball. I think 4, smaller than this. They are so comfortable. They are very comfortable. If you want your tongue piercing to be, oh, excuse me. If you want your tongue piercing to be flashy or whatever, the small will work just as well as the big. If you get a colorful one, it'll work just as well as these. Um, the only reason I'm wearing this right now is because it's zebra, and I don't have a little ball that's zebra. I have like 200, but this is my favorite. Um, What else was I gonna say, YouTube? I completely forgot. Um. Oh yeah. They did mine like cricket. This way. This way. This way. I did it this way. Well, this way. Um. They did it that way because I have a vein. Like, this part, the web, right there, my tongue, it goes all the way to the tip. So if the piercer hit that, I would have bled to death. Yes, yes, I would have. So they put it to the side. At first, I did not like it. I was like, oh my god, this is so noticeable. When I open my mouth, somebody's gonna say, why is your tongue ring crooked? And they're gonna think you're a freak. Well, like once I got the shorter bar, it was less noticeable. And if somebody does notice it, I just say it's unique, and because I got it because I'm awesome, and that's the way I wanted it. So that's my excuse for everything. Um, if you want, like, say, a collection of tongue rings, you should go to, excuse me, you should go to painfulpleasures.com. They have the best prices in the world. I got 200 tongue rings, bar and everything, for $14.95 plus like $3 for shipping and handling. It's like really cheap. Yeah, it's really cheap. Rather than going to Spencer's or Hot Topic and getting like 2 bars and 6 pair of balls, 2 bars and 6 pair of balls for like $12.99. I mean, I, I don't see how you can get any better than that. It's nickel free, because I'm allergic to nickel. If I was to have that in my mouth, I'd probably die. So you don't have to worry. It's stainless steel. They're very good quality. I recommend them to anybody. Um, they say that if you play with it too much, you get that ugly dip hole, the little ugly thing. Like when you take it out, you can notice, people can notice that you used to have a tongue ring. Like, I don't know if I have a dip or not. I don't pay that much attention, but yeah, yeah, I do. But if you all saw my first video when I got my tongue pierced, why am I doing that? If y'all saw my first video when I got my tongue pierced, my tongue was really big. I didn't notice it myself until I saw the video and I saw my tongue now. Because the next day when I saw my tongue then, it looked really normal. I was just like, oh, it's just swelling a little bit. When I look now, like at my tongue right now, it's this big. In my first video, when I first got my tongue pierced, my tongue was that big. And if you were to ask me, should I get my tongue pierced? Is it worth it? No and yes. No, because, I mean, no. It depends on what you have it for. I'm not judging or anything like that, but it depends on what you have it for. If you have it for that, or however you do it, then yeah, you should get it. If you don't do that, and you don't do that, then there's really no point of having it, because it's just a hole in your tongue with decorative balls. So it's not really, it doesn't really hold a purpose or whatever to look good. A self statement, I guess, if you choose. Um, um, What was I about to say? I'm just losing my mind today playing with this piece of hair. Um, but yeah, it's annoying. It's annoying when you first get it. The worst part about getting your tongue pierced is not the piercing itself; it's the healing process. That to me was the worst part. I mean, it wasn't excruciating, but the swelling and the long ass bar and having to eat ice all the time, and it gets on your nerves, and when you wake up you just know that it's there. You just know. When you wake up, you just feel it. You wake up and it's like sore, and you can't talk too much. If you talk too much when you first get your tongue pierced, it will be sore. And for me, I don't know how it will be for anybody else, but when I first got it, for me, the tip the tip of my tongue was numb. I could lick ice cream, candy, cheese, cheese, anything. I couldn't taste it. It was numb. Like once you go to the dentist to get your teeth cleaned or pulled or cavity thing or something, it was numb for me. It might be numb for other people, but it was really numb for me. Um, but if you're willing to go through all of that, all of the swelling, the the annoyingness of the long ass bar, biting it the first time you eat with it for the first time. If you're willing to go through all that for, or just to think because you think it's cute, I got it because I think it's cute. Um, do I regret it? Kind of, kind of. I mean, I know I can take it out at any time, but I think like I went through that week of pain for this thing. I am not just gonna take it out. At least a year I'm gonna keep it. At least a year. So if you wanna endure all that, by all means go ahead. But yeah, I think that's all I really have to say on the matter. Make sure your piercer shows you their license. That's another thing. If you let somebody else do it, you could really hurt yourself. And if you want to sue them or whatever people do nowadays when they're angry, I don't know. It won't stand in court because unless they made you sign a waiver. If they don't have a license and they made you sign a waiver, you don't need to get your tongue pierced with those people because they could do something horribly wrong and you can't sue them. And they're not licensed and they wouldn't get in trouble. My niece did the same thing. Got her piercing on my unlicensed piercer. It got infected and it was disgusting. She had to have surgery and she couldn't sue them because she signed a waiver. So yeah, you should really watch out what you do and stuff. But that's all. Um, brush your teeth. Listen to your mother. She says no. Don't go and do it behind her back. It could be consequential. Consequential. I don't know. You could get in trouble. Um, but it's really not that worth it. It's not all that. After a while, you get kind of bored with it. I mean, I wouldn't get it again if I took it out of my whole clothes. I wouldn't get it again. So, hope this helped. I hope you all liked it. Bye.